Hey guys, it's Chris, GearNoir on the TSC and other places. Back with you for my regular Monday shave. Looking old, looking tired. My wife says I need to use some of her products for the bags under my eyes. It's been a rough weekend. Let's see if we can't do something about that with a nice shave, huh? All right. Wet my brush here. Synthetic Razor Rock Big Bruce. By the way, Bruce, if you're watching this, one of my friends, Bruce. Not Bruce on the TSC. It could be him too. But I got a good friend named Bruce, and he just started watching some of my videos, and he gets a crack out of me. He told me yesterday, Sunday, at church that, man, you could be good at some infomercials. Making those products shine up in front, and look at the lather here and how perfectly I'm doing it. And anyways, hope you get a laugh out of this one, Bruce. Using my CBL tonsorial line. This is SIR Fougere. Nice green fern kind of scent. And I'm going to be using for my razors 2 passes with the Feather AC Shavette. It's the SS that I have, not the DX. And final pass and touch up with the Razor Rock Game Changer. Alright, this SIR Fougere isn't breaking in as easily as my my money tonsorial puck is. It's also in a bigger container, this one. So that might have something to do with it. All the moisture can get everywhere instead of staying on the puck. Coat the face a little bit. And we'll work it up with some water. Yeah, so busy weekend, like I said. Friday through last night we had our annual Christmas concert. Sold out, as always. I mean, sold out meaning all the tickets are given away. It's a free concert that gets put on every year by our church. I'm flinging lather all over the place there. But pretty big production. It's spaced out over 2 hours, plus a reception afterward with cookies and hot chocolate and hot cider and stuff like that. But actual music time, concert time, is about 1 hour and 40 minutes or 45 minutes. So still a long time, but it's a big production. Started setting up for it early last week, and we'll see how that does. All right, Feather SS with the Feather Pro blade in there, well used. Just about time to change it probably. Heat up the blade with some hot water here. So that's a big production and a lot of work for us custodians. Setting up stages, dragging out Christmas stuff and decorations, cleaning up after people decorate, cleaning up after each of the concerts. I mean, it's packed house every night, so it's over 1,000 people every night. And so we've got all the restrooms and facilities open, and basically except for church on Sunday morning, for 3 days, that's all that happens on campus. That's the event. Hundreds of people, choir and orchestra and other volunteers monitoring lines and parking lots and giving their time. Wide range of professionals actually in the concert, from professional musicians to volunteer folks. The choir is mostly our church choir. There's some other folks that join in just for the concert itself, but aren't there on a regular weekly basis otherwise. But they enjoy doing the singing for the concert. So it's always a great event. It does mean late night for me, because being the lead evening custodian for the church, that means Friday night and Saturday night I am there late, the one doing the cleanup with one or two of my team members. And Saturday is usually the worst and the latest shift, one of the latest in the whole year, besides the upward basketball season, because we have to, after the concert's finished, clean everything up. Like everything, to get ready for church in the morning. But we did pretty good this year. I mentioned in my journal, I got home before midnight, which the last couple of years hasn't happened. I think the first year I did it, I might have got home around 12:30, and then occasionally, I think it happened last year, and one or two of the upward Sundays, I won't get home till after 1, because reasons, but it just takes a long time, and depends on how much help you have. This Saturday, I happen to have the 2 extra guys to help me, part of the custodial crew, and I was expecting still to get done at midnight, but not be home yet by midnight. But we did it, knocked it out of the park. Everything was at least acceptable for Sunday morning. Man, that was a long day. A lot of walking around and making sure random things happened. So I'm still pretty beat from that. We skipped first service yesterday just to sleep in a little bit. I was still tired in the afternoon. And then last night, the last concert, I finally got to go and watch. Because Mama, my wife, the kid's mom, that's her one choir thing every year. She sings in the Christmas concert. That's pretty good. This year we had for the last, 5 months or something, we've had a interim choir director, and it was also specifically because of his talents brought on to help do this concert as well. Because last year, about midway through this year. Almost last year now as we approach the end of the year. Our choir year, what, like 15 years or something. Our choir director retired, and she has done the Christmas concert, of course, the last however many years that is. I think they said 20 years or 15 years, around that. Can't remember, but everybody loves her, and she did a great job every year with the Christmas concert. So this was kind of up in the air, I think, for some folks as to how this was going to turn out. It was different, of course. I mean, different director, different choices of music, still Christmassy stuff, holiday season. But it was a little bit, there were the old hymns and carols, but there was also some more modern twist kind of stuff. It was nice. Every year I always look forward to the, not just watching my wife, although that is a big bonus, honey. The big organ piece that they do every year. Usually it's this little lady that does it too. Her name's Pat. Nice lady. She can work that organ over. I mean, some of you probably, for the shave box passed around, saw the post I made about our organ. It is, at the time it was created, the biggest, one of the biggest full-size pipe organs this side of the Mississippi. I'm in California. I don't know if that still is true or not. I'm sure it's still one of the biggest, if not still the biggest. But, so it's got like that full, like you've seen probably Captain Nemo working the organ on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something. It's really like a control panel on top of an organ panel and keyboard, but there's hundreds of buttons and knobs and keys and switches and foot pedals, and she works that thing. She's masterful at that, that's for sure. But usually they do this like full range piece that really shows off the organ and her abilities. Didn't quite get that this year. It's very different. It was a lighter piece, but still very complicated. It was nice. I think I like the more full range pieces. They get the deep booming sounds out of the organ, but a little more ominous maybe. Still a good concert this year. I'd call it a success. I think anybody else would too. Still using the Wizamet here in the Game Changer and enjoying it a lot. The more I use it, the more it reminds me of the Gillette Silver Blue shave, which is one of my favorite blades before trying the Wizamet here. And these are hard to get, but a lot of the guys on the TSC are chipping in to buy them together. It's like, buy it in a 250 pack. 250 blades, that's right. It'll last you a long time, most people, but it's like 20 bucks a person or something like that. So, if you split the cost with somebody else, it's about 20 bucks a person, so you'll get 125 blades a piece, something like that. Which actually isn't bad. It's just finding someone to split that cost with that you trust, getting it sent to one of you, and figuring out how to split it. That's been my weekend. We set up the Christmas tree yesterday. We got a new one this year. It's this artificial, one of those deluxe ones. I kind of assembles and packs up and like folds into itself and all these fancy things. It's not lighted. We still have to put lights on it, but it looks pretty good. It's about a, I don't know, 5-foot tree, something like that, which is bigger than the little tabletop tree that we normally have. Or last couple of years we bought from a lot instead of going out and cutting our own. We're using the tabletop one. It's not as fun as cutting up your own, but all right, here we go. A little bit of a lather soak here. I've never used Irish Moose before, which is what SIR Fougere is kind of based on, but this sure smells good. Massage it a little bit, get the oil glands working a little, replenishing the skin. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video Bruce, if you're still watching, my friend Bruce. And there's a few other guys, actually part of our life group, our small group at church, that somehow randomly got turned on to my videos, and at least a couple of them are more interested in this kind of shaving. So the Shaving Cadre, the group website that I attend, the forum online, has a bunch of artisans and hobbyists. Some of them make brushes, although you can buy brushes pretty much anywhere, and some of them make, they do restorations on like straight razors, and we even have a like old-fashioned blacksmith, Mr. Mike on the TSC. He makes like tomahawks and peace pipe stuff, and he's into a lot of Native American kind of artifacts and recreating how they did those things. And he's a full-fledged blacksmith making axes and all sorts of other things, cool things. Our brush guy isn't open for business at the moment, but we've got other vendors that sell save brushes that are pretty good quality. Our razor guy, Sean, and UA Cowboy Kyle, they take care of razor restorations. Sean can make knives, among other things. We've got plenty of shave soap vendors. CBL, Chris Lindsay, the guy whose soap I used today, he has a line of premium shave soaps. They're a little more expensive than the generic stuff, but well worth it. And he's pretty reasonable priced. Just did a cold rinse, got all that lather off. I'm putting on some witch hazel. So lots of great dudes on the TSC. For the most part, their prices are pretty good, and they can do some custom stuff for you. Really easy, good guys to work with. Good guys to banter with in general around the TSC. Some ladies too. They're a little more quiet though. That's all right. All right. So I did my witch hazels, Thayers, and generic. Now I've got Pinaud Special Reserve. This is some strong juice here. See if I can keep a hold of the bottle here. My hands are wet. This is a more old-fashioned kind of scent with darker notes in it. A little bit of dark leather and a little bit heavier on the tobacco kind of smell. A little bit goes a long way. There's that. And I'm going to finish up with some Stirling Glastonbury Eau de Toilette. Just a couple pumps here. And we're good for the day. That's that. Wrap it up here. A normal 21 minutes, 22 minutes, whatever. It's all good to me. Hope it was good for you. That's my week. You can catch me up at www.theshavingcadre.com, among other places. GearNoir's my name there. I'm Chris. Gosh, I have that name in just about everything. But, so if you see a GearNoir running around, it's probably me, whether it's a game or a forum or something else. Anyway, you can usually catch me up at the TSC for the rest of my shaves. Great group of folks there. Bingo game just started. Probably still time to join in. Forum bingo, what is that? You'll have to check it out. It's a lot of fun, and Kyle's started off pretty interesting with some like choose your own adventure kind of calls, and it's a little bit puzzling. We'll see how well that works out, but join us, and you all have a great week. I'm gonna go hang out, finish some chores, and hopefully get some rest. Get rid of these bags. Have a good week, guys. Bye.